How's it going? Yeah, I remember you coming in my live not too long ago, right? Thanks, bro. What's up, Matt? Yes, sir. What you got going on, Matt? What sample pack? That's called Golden Age era drums. Pretty sure. Let me look. Golden era drums. Golden era drums standard edition. That's some fucking fire ones in there. I got that one a while ago. That's kind of a go-to for me when I'm doing boom bap shit. They got some hella good ones in there. The other one that I like, this one that I got off Splice for a while ago was called like Iconic Drums. Is like very similar to that shit. That was pretty comparable. I think it's like Iconic Drum 7 or something. Let me look it up real quick. And then I got this other really dry one that I like. Let me see here. Iconic Hip Hop Drum 7 was the other one I was talking about. Yeah, Beat Butch is dope. And then another one was fucking this one, The Return of Breakzilla. It's like really dry sounding drums that like those ones that like the Griselda dudes use all the time, like real dry sounding drums. This shit. Like that's a killer kick right there. And then like they got these like really dry ass snares in here too, like shit like that. Some good fucking rim shots. Pretty fucking dope ones. And then yeah, that iconic Hip Hop Drum 7 was a dope one that I really like too. Man, Scott Storch's fucking plugin was like a big disappointment. Yeah, no doubt, bro. Don't buy Scott Storch's plugin, bro. That shit was a disappointment. I was like, oh, because that guy like makes like crazy fucking beats. I was thinking he probably just put out like a fire plugin. That shit was like $200 too. He killed me on that one. It was like some goofy ass fucking sounds, bro. I'm like, the fuck? Yeah, exactly, bro. For $200, bro. I mean, like that shit should have been like fucking $20 or some shit. Like I wouldn't have been mad if it was like for $20, but good God, bro. Like, you really gonna hit me with that fucking $200 for this? Dude was bugging. Where the fuck is that shit that I just saw? Noise Works. This plugin right here too, this pitch wheel is pretty dope. So I don't know, like, you know how samples can be like out of key and you try to go play a bass line with them or some shit and it's just fully out of key. This thing is dope for that. Like, you can take it off snap. It's like if you want to change the key of a song really quick too, you slap this plugin on. Fucking does it really good. Like, watch. I can just like set an instance of it on the master. Where is it? Quick Quack pitch wheel. This shit is pretty dope. Is pretty fire, actually. This is called Pitch Wheel, made by Quick Quack. Quickquack. Quick Quack. Fucking fire plugin, bro. I think it was hella cheap too, if I remember correctly. Let me look it up. See here, new tab. Pitch wheel. Oh, is it a free download? Shit, bro. You want me to drop the fucking link in the chat? Shit, bro, that's kind of cool. Oh shit, no, I didn't mean to do that. Copy link. I don't know if it... Did it go? There you go. Such a fire plugin. It just makes changing the key of the song super easy. Like, I was mixing a session for this guy the other day, and he brought in this guy that only knew how to play one key in his instrument, so I had to like slap that on the whole instance of the song and pitch the keys up, and it's fucking just hella fast. Like 2 seconds, you're fucking in a different key. I don't know, yo, are you on PC or Mac? Because I sent the Mac one, but I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get to the Windows one if you're on Windows. That's the other thing too, bro, is you can put this thing on Snap, or you can take it off of Snap. Yeah, bro. You can take this thing off Snap, and then you can do the little keys in between. So if you're like, shit is, okay, yeah, that's the one I sent. Yeah, you can put the little keys in between that are like off key, you know what I mean? So like all the ones on the main numbers are all the real keys. And then you can go your range, so you can go all the way up to 48. So you can go hella high with the keys. You're like, oh shit, I want to go up here. And that's kind of cool too. You can automate it like that too. Like you can go up like hella high, and then you can automate this shit to come down. Like that key right there too, though. That key's kind of fire. Did that link work? Word. Yo, this is another dope plugin right here, bro. Scan. For all those fucking nasty, unwanted plugins that you fucking downloaded. You're like, fuck this plugin. I don't know how to, I don't know how to take it out, though. Because, like, yo, taking out plugins on a Mac is kind of a bitch, bro. Not gonna lie. This thing right here, it's like a couple clicks of a button, that shit's gone. It'll scan for all your plugins. AAX, AU, VST, 1, 2, 3. And then fucking boom, you just click on the one you want to get rid of. Fucking get that shit gone. 2 seconds. This is like, I don't like that one. Damn, I can get rid of Omnisphere on here? Hell yeah. That's fire. Fuck, I'm getting kind of over Omnisphere. This shit is taking up hella room for nothing. I don't even use that shit no more. Get rid of this drum replacer shit. Dope. Yeah, it's a handy ass plugin, bro. I love that plugin. I mean, they make one for Waves too. I think it's like Sound Shifter, but I like this one better by far. Damn, I downloaded all these new fucking contact instruments and they're not showing up. So they're probably just taking up room for nothing. I'm going to try open it from the contact instead of from the machine. Yo, I just paid this shit. What the fuck are they talking about? Unless the month is already fucking over. Expired. What the fuck, bruh? Of course they're not going to come up, are they? about that. I don't know why the fuck it did that shit. What the fuck? Slow that shit down. Fucking roosters and shit, bro. You go to... Can you see this? So you go click on this little plus sign right here. You go to audio units or VST. And then you go down to quick quack. And it'll be pitch wheel. For real. Let's try it, bro. We're bringing in the rooster. Nice. Yo, do you follow me on YouTube, bro? Or just Instagram? If you don't, fucking hook me up, bro. Do me a favor, follow me on there. These motherfuckers want me to do 1,000 followers to get monetized. It's so annoying. I think I've only got like 487 or something. I appreciate it, bro. It's the same as on here, NoHokai Productions. I sure do. He's the homie. I was giving him some mixing lessons the other day. If you ever need any mixing lessons, let me know, bro. That's what I do. No shit. So you down in SoCal too then, huh? Yeah, let me know, bro. I'm fucking. That's what I do, bro. Anytime. I'm always doing it. Yeah, you use that one? It's definitely a sick one. Yup. Yeah, no doubt. Yo, yo. Likewise, Des. Alright, bro. Yo, this is what my phone says every time I plug it in. Check this out.
Fuck out of here.
Nice. 1%. Pro Tools. I'm a Pro Tools guy. This is a Machine right here, though. When I'm working on, I make my beats in Machine, and then I do all my mixing in Pro Tools. What do you mean they need to get together? What are you trying to do with it? Oh, like mixing like vocals and shit in it? Yeah, if that's what you're talking about, yeah, me too. I mean, technically you can. It's just fucking like too loud, you mean? Yo, you guys, do me a favor. If you guys like watching live mixes and stuff, go ahead and give me a sub. Hit the like button for me, bro. It's helps my algorithm. Yeah, man. It's kind of, I don't know why they don't do that. It's just weird to me that they don't make like a real DAW. Like. But I love Machine, you know what I mean? I love Machine, it's great. But, I mean, technically you can mix vocals into it. Like, so if I brought in, say if I brought in some vocals, all I'd have to do is click this button here and you go to internal and you go to audio. It's not there right now because there's nothing in it, but you turn it to audio and then it'll just line your vocals up there in a waveform. It's pretty simple like that, but it's just not, it's not capable like how Pro Tools is, or Ableton, or any of the other DAWs, Logic, you know. It's like appreciate the likes, guys. Yeah, man, if you guys like watching like live mixes and stuff, and you guys can see how my whole process is in Pro Tools, I do a lot of live mixing on here for clients. You can basically see the whole process. I couldn't agree more, because I mean their fucking programs are fire, man. I'll tell you what though, this new Machine though, this 3.3 or whatever they came out with, bro, it's so buggy. I always have to like restart the DAW. It'll like makes my plugins run hella slow. I catch myself going back to 2 sometimes, bro, because it's so slow and fucking buggy. But I do this new thing now where it's, once it gets buggy, I just start the whole thing over again. I don't know what's the deal with it. They haven't really worked out the kinks of that shit yet. Yeah, is that same shit for you too, bro? Is everybody I talk to is like, yeah, it's hella buggy. I'm trying to decide if I like this key better or -2. I kind of like this one better, to be honest. What's everyone think in the chat? -2 or 0? Thumbs up for 2, thumbs down for 0. -2, I agree. So you like the 0 better, the higher one? Double D? The sample with the -2 better, yeah, I agree. That's the one I like too. Sounds more raw. Facts. Dude, to be honest, bro, there's not many that I like from. This one's decent. I'm just not the biggest fan of fucking VST horns, bro. They just sound so horny. like them. I like the VST instruments. You just got to get the right ones. There's some ones that like will make some real dope sounds sometimes. Like I think this one I did with all VSTs, if I'm not mistaken. This one was kind of... Is this the one? This might not be it. I don't know. Let me check. Yeah, this is the one. Right on, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, this one was done with all VSTs. This shit sounds nasty. Thank you. Someone's gonna get down on that one. Shit, yeah, I think I'm gonna hop off, man. Thanks for tuning in, though. Appreciate everybody that came through or subbed or liked, whatever. You know what I mean? Hey, fucking lyrical, miracle, spiritual, biblical, mythical, pinnacle, fucking in the swimming pool. Shit, bro. Don't forget the swimming pool, bro. I wanna battle, but these rappers wanna dance off. They smaller than Gandalf, caught with the glass jaw, Barbie raps. Y'all are just some plastic dolls to sound the fuck off like you had some balls. Must be hard when you stuck inside a spandex bra, yoga pants with elastic thongs. With the toxic toxic one, I guess, use a classic thought. I can't take much longer, that shit has to stop. When I hear it, I just really wanna laugh it off. But in reality, my head wants to crash the walls. Had to spit it once and put them in the casket bars. Yeah, they must have forgot. For everyone that I drop, I'm coming at a rapper's head like he sung to a cop. Hear a thunderous pop, that's non-refundable when shot. Could make it projects, y'all ain't fucking with my flock, bruh. So when they think they sick, I be the penicillin. A devilish villain, I'm telling you it gets no iller. Serial murderers, verbalists, who is merciless, superbulous. Certainly surfing the earth's curvature, sharing imperative, hearing despairing, no derelict, tearing and burying these fairy men are very content. Rarest the characters, malevolent and terroristic. Left in hysterics, spit like damages with deadly wishes. Sting like jellyfishes, mental like unsteady bitches. Melody is very vicious, beheading my enemies ever so elegantly. Fade to ebony gone. I'm bullheaded, just remember I can never be wrong. It's all locked like penitentiary bars, and it's especially hard. I hear the beat in my serenity's thought, cleverly drawn. My chemistry is definitely strong. When I'm rocking to the beat, you can't correct me if I'm wrong. These artists got the life expectancy of bronze, so it's hard to survive when your identity's a fraud facade. I'm appalled to see these humans devolve. They all sound the same, just a bunch of stupid and lames. Let jar from flames from the bowl flows. Dope like a nose full of coke or a bowl full of smoke low. A stroke of genius spoken like a Jesus. Shatter puzzle, put it back together slowly with the broken pieces. My soul releases through microphones like a ghost in Egypt. I'm rapping like a mummy, I'll eat your brains if you acting like a dummy. I'll slap your little buddy, you can't act like a bitch cause you have a little money. No guys always known to tell them how it is. Not a trace of sugarcoat, we always getting down to biz. Smoke a pound of whiz, now it's music in the beat lab. Banging on the war drums, crushing the machine pads. They spend their days while trying to mimic Vinny Paz, but can't. It's pussy shit like some kitty scat. I pity that, y'all get smoked like a hippie stash. Fuck the shitty trap, I'm a steady bump that Biggie track. Boom bitty bap, left they whole city flat. Fuck these silly acts, I'm a grizzly to these sissy cats. Split your wig like lickety clickety clack. Drastic misery, past history class, vast delivery of violent vocab in a hostile environment. Rappers think they hot, I put them out. I'm a fireman, I'm fierce and ferocious. Get hard like sclerosis, my diagnosis determined I'm in a psychosis. Explosive with focus, split oceans like Moses. This game is impotent, so it's time to up the dosage. I thrash them and wallop them, line them up and slaughter them. MCs got no chance, I spit a rhyme and clobber them. Conclusion, destruction, volcanic eruption. Production, disgusting with whack rap reduction. Aggressive unfriendliness, the opposite of cleanliness. I snatch out your soul, now I leave you feeling emptiness. I'm savage and vicious, uncivilized, malicious, untwisted, but gifted with a sickness I'm living. It's insult to injury, suffering and misery. Plummet from the summit, y'all ain't fucking with this victory. Excruciating anguish, a new creative language. I'm torturous, the boring shit they forfeited. The fortunate, disastrous, the tacit, it's catastrophe to catastrophe. Showing lack of apathy, I'm proving my insanity. I disembowel a microphone with vocals like a cyclone. Tornado, a typhoon, striking, I'm a righteous goon. My footsteps make earthquakes, increasing like a birth rate. Aftershocks enough to come and knock them off the earth plate. Stronger than American nuclear bomb arsenals, enough to blow the world up 10 times. In the particles, irreversible damage, humans murdering the planet. Our mother needs a chemotherapy. Yeah. Tongue twisting my shit up. I don't ever spit no more. Alright, y'all. Dundada. Calling it quits, cause it's